All right, so getting yourself really relaxed. So connecting with your breath. I'm just going to check now and check your faces. And if you want to turn off your videos, you can do that as well. And so really bringing your attention inward, right, to your breath. A couple of nice deep breaths, just letting go of anything that's not yours, any energy that you may be carrying or picked up. It's not yours. Just letting that go. And then sensing into the four directions and feeling that container around you, Mother Earth below you, supporting you, Father Sky above, and all your team of helping spirits, inviting them in close to hold the space, calling on the archangels and on the great forces of the four directions, just to hold us here. And just reminding you that I'm going to invite you to go to a place in nature that you love, and this could be a place that you've gone to before for other journeys, and looking for a place to go enter the earth, a rabbit hole or the roots of a great tree or a cave or some entrance into the lower world. And then the journey is, once you get down, you keep going till you come to a river, and then you get into the river and allow the river to carry you to this garden, this primordial Eden. It's your garden, your soul's place. And there we call on the gatekeeper, and I will call on Waskar, who's my underworld gatekeeper, and we'll ask Waskar to show you this some imprint, something from along your ancestral line. It could be either your mother or your father's line that's affecting this life and that you need to know about. So that's the journey. So just let me turn on the fixer. Go so you can hear. So listening to the rattle, listening to my voice, and now finding your place in nature, this beautiful place. That's your place where you feel safe, and looking around for that entry place into the underworld. And making your way down past the soil, the roots of the great trees, down, just noticing the walls, or maybe there's a staircase or a trail, whatever this entry place looks like. Just feeling, using all of your senses here. What are you sensing, smelling, tasting? And there's a light down here in the underworld. Everything is lit with an inner light. And coming down through the bedrock, down to a river. And stepping into this river, allowing the river to cleanse you of what may not accompany you into these lower realms. And then relaxing in the river, allowing it to carry you. And the river washes you up on the shores of this beautiful garden. And you look around. And in the middle of the garden or the meadow, there's a big stone. So make your way to the stone, just noticing, your feet and what's on the ground here. Whether it's sandy or maybe there's grass, wildflowers, just noticing. And you get to the rock, and I want you to touch the rock and just feel its texture, its color, see its color, its temperature. We're going to call on Huascar. Huascar the keeper. And so Huascar shows up. We're going to invite you to announce your intention to Huascar. I'm here, Huascar, to journey in these realms. Is this a good time? And to wait to get a positive affirmation. This is a good time to journey. And then declare to Huascar your intention. I'm here to learn about an ancestral imprint, something that has come down my line, a wounding, something that I'm carrying. It's affecting my life. And we're going to go follow the path, follow Huascar, and just notice where he brings you. Now, it could be a wooded area, or it could be a mountainous area. Just noticing where you're being, let your imagination fill in the details. And wherever, and it may be a cave, but wherever he brings you, just ask to be shown this ancestral event. So there's an event, there's something that happens, and you want to know the very first time. You want to know something about the story. So allow the characters to appear, knowing that you can stop the action. It's like a movie. You can stop the action and say, what's going on here? And stop the characters. You can interact with them. What's happening? And you can ask, and maybe you already know, if it's your mother's line or your father's line, you can ask, how far back? How long ago was this? Here you can ask, what's really going on here? And so what were the promises made? What was the agreement made that got passed down through the generations to you? What was it that was so threatening and so scary? Usually it's perceived as a matter of survival, of life or death. It's something that's carried through to death. It's unresolved and gets passed down to the next generation or the generation after that. So ask to know. You may see it written on it could be a contract, it could be a piece of paper, a scroll, or even a big blackboard. There's some kind of agreement that's made to keep your ancestors safe so they can survive. And there's usually some dimension to it that's like forever, like I must, or I have to, or I can never again. I always have to. I'm going to invite you to take your stone now, to pick up your stone if you don't already have it. And I want you to blow the energy of this event into the stone. That could be, usually there's fear, there can be other emotions as well, grief, betrayal, whatever it is. Blow the energy of it as best as you can, connect with it. And you may not fully connect with it personally because it's been operating in your unconscious. So you could always get the ancestor to blow it in. And also blow into it the energy of the contract, that agreement, or that promise that was made. That got carried through the ancestral line. Blow the energy of that into the stone as well. And so now, trusting that you have all the information you need, you have that energy, thanking those that showed up, the characters that showed up to show you, thanking, coming back out to that big stone in the meadow, taking your leave of Huascar. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Making your way back to the river. And stepping into the water, and again, completely immersing yourself in the water, allowing the water to cleanse you of whatever energy should not accompany you back to the upper world, into the middle world. And then allowing the river to carry you back to the place where you entered. And beginning, stepping out of the water, beginning to make your way back, following the same path, up, past the bedrock, past the roots of the great tree, and back again into the place in nature where you started the journey. And then with a nice big deep inhale, letting go of it. And coming back into full waking awareness in this space and time. And make a few notes, even just some of the key things so you won't forget. Just take a minute or two now to write down anything you need to write down, any of the details or even the key things.